Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got Sheroy with me. We've just beaten Aston Villa 2-1 at the Emirates. Sheroy, I was at the stadium. There was absolute scenes in there. It felt similar to the Fulham game. You know, got the equaliser, but we still come back and overcome Aston Villa. For you, comfortable win for Arsenal? Were you going through nervous moments throughout the whole time? I know you stress.
It should have been a lot more comfortable. Looking at that first half, we had so many clear-cut chances. I think that could have been 2 or 3-0 at half-time.
Yeah.
And the whole complexion of the game is different. And the manner of the goal that we conceded, yet again, it's not because we get cut open. It's not because the team's better than us. We're giving other teams goals. And I don't mind it at all if we're picking up the 3 points. But you have to understand that against better teams, you don't get back into the game instantaneously. That being said, we score 90 seconds after.
Crazy.
That is testament to the belief that Arteta has created amongst this team and the fans are creating amongst this team as well. The notion that this team can react like that week in, week out when going behind, it's something special.
It really is. No, it really is. I want to just quickly ask you about the injuries. Are you feeling some sort of concern? Obviously, we have Partey and we have Zinchenko out. Martin Odegaard looked like he's hurt his foot towards the end. He had to come off as well. Is it becoming a concern for you? Or do we need to do business before the end of the window tomorrow?
Odegaard is a concern, not because I don't think we don't have players that can play in this position, but the man is integral.
Yeah.
He's so great, and everything really does go through him, and he's our captain. But it looked like it was an impact injury. They wrapped it up, they iced it up, and he was walking fine at the end. Zinchenko, rumour has it that he was in training, so he should be eligible for the United game. He starts for me if he's fit.
Yeah.
And whether he starts in midfield,
that was my next question.
Or whether Sambi starts, I think I'd be quite comfortable knowing that Odegaard's fit and Zinchenko's fit. If one of them is also out, then ideally you don't want to be going to Old Trafford, where we notoriously don't have a great record. Yeah. And they seem to be sort of hitting form. And I think Casemiro in that midfield is someone to be reckoned with.
So if Lokonga's 100% fit then, and Zinchenko's about 80%, do you play Lokonga? Because you mentioned Lokonga then, you didn't say drop him. So did you like his performance today?
I did. I mean, when you have someone who, in the All or Nothing documentary, seemed to be upset that he didn't have minutes, he came in today and didn't put a foot wrong, in my opinion. There were a couple of nice diagonal balls as well. He showed vision, did the basics right. And I think in a game like that, when you haven't started in the first team in the league for a while, all you can really hope for is that you don't make any glaring errors and you do the basics right, and you leave the rest of the flair players in the flair positions, you know, and that's exactly what happened. Jesus' tenacity, I have to say it every week, but it's because he does it every week.
Yeah.
You know, Martinelli again, an absolute nuisance. When it comes to Arteta saying you have to win all of your duels, Martinelli did not lose a single one. Admittedly, look, the end product still leaves a bit to be desired.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, I'm sitting here saying the end product leaves a bit to be desired, but the guy still scored, and that wasn't an easy finish. Bukayo Saka, everyone says he has a quiet game, integral part in that second goal.
I'm so glad you've highlighted that.
It's the truth. I mean, it's cliche, but form is temporary, class is permanent. You don't just lose that, you know, and Bukayo Saka has that. Tomiyasu coming on, everyone said that was a defensive substitution, another integral part to play in the second goal. Yeah. He looked good going forward when he came on, you know, that's the strength in depth that we need. And then you look at Eddie Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah comes on and the nous that man showed, you know, when it comes to game management. I have no qualms with him taking that shot at the end because of the amount that he held the ball running down the clock. You know, the guy's got brains about him. I'm loving what I'm seeing. Obviously, I'm gassed. We've got 5 in 5.
That was where I was going next. 5 in 5, Sheroy. As a fan right now, we know United's coming Sunday, but there must be a sense of confidence in you. The chest a little bit higher, just to think, you know, the players have gone, they've conceded and got it back. They've won the games. We haven't been beaten yet. Different sort of energy.
The character in the team is great. The character in the dressing room is great. The fans are going to be with them. The only slight concern, I honestly would have very little concern if we had our fully fit starting 11. All right, if we had Thomas Partey in there, if we had Zinchenko fully fit, there wasn't a query over Odegaard, I'd actually be relatively confident going into Old Trafford. But as I say, they're hitting a bit of form. We don't do very well there, but I fully back the boys to get a result there. And if you wanted to go to Old Trafford in any sort of form, 5 in 5 ain't a bad way of doing it, right? I mean, I'm telling you now, I'm going to go home the whole way listening to the Lunas because we got 5 on it. Yeah? Please remember.
I wear it like that much.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.